Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about eliminating cancer, or at least reducing the risk dramatically, the first thing we must understand is the role of nutrition in shaping the biology of our cells. Cancer is not something that just appears out of nowhere. It develops slowly, often over years, through the accumulation of damage at the cellular level. Every day, our bodies are exposed to oxidative stress, tiny molecular assaults on our DNA, proteins, and membranes. These assaults come from environmental toxins, pollution, poor diet, smoking, and even the natural byproducts of our own metabolism. Over time, this oxidative stress creates mutations, weakens our repair systems, and sets the stage for cancerous growth. But here is the empowering truth. What we eat can either fuel this process or fight against it. Certain fruits contain bioactive compounds that act like cellular guardians, neutralizing free radicals, reducing inflammation, and supporting DNA repair mechanisms. Instead of waiting for disease to strike, we can use food as a daily defense system. Think of your body as a city, with cells acting as the buildings. Free radicals are like sparks that can start fires in this city. If left unchecked, these sparks damage the structures, weakening them until collapse is inevitable. But when you consume fruits rich in antioxidants, you are essentially sending in firefighters and construction crews at the same time. They not only extinguish the flames but also rebuild and fortify what was damaged. This process is not theoretical, it is measurable. Studies have shown that diets rich in antioxidant-packed fruits can lower markers of inflammation, slow tumor growth in experimental settings, and improve overall immune resilience. The beauty of it is that this protection is cumulative. Every piece of fruit you eat is like adding another layer of armor to your body's defenses. Another key element is inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is now recognized as one of the main drivers of cancer. It creates an environment where abnormal cells can thrive, evade the immune system, and multiply unchecked. The modern diet, heavy in processed foods and refined sugars, fans the flames of inflammation. Fruits, however, do the opposite. They contain polyphenols, flavonoids, and other phytochemicals that calm the immune system and restore balance. When inflammation is under control, your body becomes less hospitable to cancer and more capable of defending itself against cellular abnormalities. This is why populations with fruit-rich diets consistently show lower rates of certain cancers. It's not luck or genetics alone. It's the biology of food intersecting with the biology of disease. We also must remember that nutrition doesn't work in isolation. Your genes may load the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. If cancer runs in your family, it does not mean you are destined to develop it. By changing what you put on your plate, you can alter the environment in which your genes operate. Fruits, with their vast array of vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals, change the terrain inside your body. Instead of providing fuel for disease, they create conditions that promote cellular repair and resilience. This is epigenetics in action, the ability of lifestyle choices to switch genes on or off. And fruit is one of the most powerful switches available. The evidence is overwhelming, but what's even more compelling is that the barrier to action is so low. We're not talking about expensive treatments, complicated regimens, or miracle pills. We're talking about fruits you can find in any market, fruits that cost less than a cup of coffee, fruits that taste good and provide life-altering benefits. Every bite is not just calories. It's information for your cells, instructions written in the language of nutrients. And when those instructions promote health, your cells listen. Over weeks, months, and years, this adds up to real protection against one of the deadliest diseases humanity faces. This is the foundational principle before we even begin to discuss which 3 fruits have the most potent anti-cancer properties. It starts with recognizing that food is not just fuel, it is medicine. By making deliberate choices every single day, we can influence the trajectory of our health, lower our risk of cancer, and empower ourselves with the most natural defense system available. Nutrition packed inside fruits. The second key point focuses on a fruit that has earned its reputation as a true antioxidant powerhouse. Antioxidants are not just buzzwords. They are molecules with the remarkable ability to neutralize free radicals, the unstable byproducts of metabolism and environmental exposure that damage DNA and proteins inside our cells. Free radical damage, also known as oxidative stress, is a leading driver of mutations that eventually lead to cancer formation. The human body does produce some antioxidants on its own, but in our modern lifestyle, with constant exposure to toxins, processed foods, and stress, the natural defense system is often overwhelmed. This is where a fruit rich in antioxidants becomes essential. When we consume it, we supply our cells with additional firepower, giving them the resources they need to fight back against the silent chaos happening at the microscopic level. Picture it this way: every day your body undergoes trillions of chemical reactions. Some of them leave behind unstable molecules that act like vandals, breaking into your DNA and damaging it. If those vandals are not stopped, the damage accumulates and can eventually spark the transformation of normal cells into cancer cells. The antioxidant-rich fruit acts like a team of security guards patrolling your body, disarming these vandals before they can do harm. This process doesn't happen once in a while. It's continuous. That means eating this fruit consistently, day after day, creates a shield that your body relies on for ongoing protection. Scientific studies repeatedly confirm that people who consume antioxidant-dense fruits regularly have lower levels of oxidative damage markers in their blood. These individuals also show reduced risks of certain types of cancers, particularly those linked to DNA mutations like breast, colon, and lung cancers. What makes these fruits unique is not only the amount of antioxidants they contain, but also the diversity of compounds working in synergy. For example, vitamin C in such a fruit is well known, but it's often just one piece of the puzzle. Alongside it are polyphenols, anthocyanins, and flavonoids, each targeting oxidative stress in slightly different ways. The combined effect is much greater than what any single antioxidant could achieve in isolation. This synergy is why nature outperforms laboratory-made supplements. September 1 is not about waiting for another day alone, but the benefits extend far beyond just fighting free radicals. Antioxidant fruits also directly influence how our immune system functions. They activate pathways that increase the body's ability to identify and destroy abnormal cells early, before they multiply into tumors. They improve blood circulation, ensuring that nutrients and oxygen reach every tissue, creating an environment where healthy cells thrive and unhealthy ones struggle. These fruits also slow down the aging process of cells, keeping them more resilient and better equipped to handle daily stressors. The connection between aging and cancer is undeniable. Older cells accumulate more damage, and antioxidants help delay this process, effectively buying time and health for your body. What is truly inspiring is how accessible this defense mechanism is. You don't need advanced treatments or expensive therapies to tap into this power. Just incorporating the right fruit into your daily diet is enough to strengthen your shield against cancer. And it's not about eating enormous quantities either. Consistency is what counts. A single serving a day, over weeks and months, builds up protective compounds in your bloodstream and tissues. Over time, this accumulation can make a measurable difference in your risk profile. This is why cultures that prioritize fresh, colorful fruits as a daily staple often display lower cancer rates than those relying on processed, nutrient-depleted diets. Their secret is not complicated. It's simply the regular intake of natural compounds that keep oxidative stress in check and immune defenses sharp. So, when we speak about an antioxidant powerhouse fruit, it's not just another healthy snack. it's a biological weapon against one of the greatest threats to human health. Eating it is not a trivial act. It's a deliberate choice to fortify your body's defenses and to take control of your long-term well-being. The third key point brings us to a fruit that has earned the title of a natural detoxifier. While the term detox is often misused in marketing, the biological reality is that our bodies are constantly processing and eliminating toxins. Every bite of processed food, every breath of polluted air, and every exposure to synthetic chemicals creates a burden on our liver, kidneys, and digestive system. These organs are designed to handle toxins, but they function best when supported by nutrients that enhance their capacity. This is where certain fruits shine. They contain enzymes, fibers, and bioactive compounds that accelerate the body's ability to flush out harmful substances and create an internal environment where cancer cells find it difficult to thrive. Imagine your body as a finely tuned machine with filters and waste disposal systems running around the clock. Over time, these systems can become overwhelmed, clogged, or inefficient, especially when the diet is heavy in sugar, refined oils, and chemical additives. A detoxifying fruit acts like a cleaning crew, sweeping through your digestive tract, binding with toxins and promoting their removal. The soluble fiber present in this fruit works almost like a sponge, absorbing harmful compounds and carrying them out of the body through natural elimination. This prevents toxins from being reabsorbed into the bloodstream, which is a critical step in lowering the overall toxic load that fuels inflammation and cancer progression. But the benefits don't stop there. Certain enzymes found in detoxifying fruits activate liver pathways that neutralize carcinogens, the very compounds capable of triggering mutations in healthy cells. The liver operates in two phases of detoxification. In the first, it modifies toxins, making them more reactive but also more accessible. In the second, it neutralizes and packages them for elimination. The bioactive compounds in this fruit enhance both phases, ensuring the process is efficient and thorough. A sluggish liver leaves harmful compounds circulating in the body longer, increasing the chances of cellular damage, but a supported liver clears them quickly, lowering the risk dramatically. Another remarkable property of this fruit lies in its ability to reduce systemic inflammation. Toxins don't just damage cells directly, they also trigger immune responses that lead to chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is one of cancer's best allies. It creates a storm of signals that encourage blood vessel growth into tumors, help cancer cells evade immune detection, and accelerate their spread. The phytochemicals in this fruit calm those inflammatory pathways, restoring balance and preventing cancer cells from gaining a foothold. In this way, detoxification is not just about removal, it's about creating an internal environment where health dominates and disease struggles to survive. The immune system also benefits significantly when toxins are cleared efficiently. A toxic environment weakens immune surveillance, making it harder for the body to spot and destroy rogue cells. By lowering the toxin load, this fruit indirectly enhances immune function, giving the body's natural defense forces the clarity and strength to act swiftly against abnormal cells. The result is a body that not only feels lighter and more energetic, but also operates on a deeper, cellular level with improved vigilance against cancer. Practical application is key here. Including this detoxifying fruit regularly in your diet ensures a steady stream of enzymes, fibers, and antioxidants working in unison to support your body. Whether consumed fresh, blended into a smoothie, or paired with other nutrient-dense foods, its impact builds up over time. Consistency is far more important than occasional bursts. Just as toxins accumulate little by little, so too does the protection offered by this fruit grow with daily practice. Cultures that traditionally incorporate this fruit into their meals often demonstrate remarkable resilience against lifestyle diseases, including cancer. They are not relying on synthetic detox programs or expensive supplements. Instead, they are tapping into nature's blueprint for cleansing and renewal. What may seem like a simple dietary habit is, in reality, one of the most powerful tools for maintaining long-term health. So, when we talk about detoxification in the context of cancer prevention, we are not talking about a quick fix or a temporary cleanse. We are talking about a lifelong partnership with foods that lighten the toxic burden, restore balance, and allow your body to operate at its fullest potential. This fruit is not just refreshing. It's a natural ally that empowers your body to defend itself against one of the deadliest diseases known to humanity. The fourth key point focuses on a fruit that serves as a powerful immune booster, one that strengthens the body's natural ability to identify and destroy threats long before they grow into something dangerous. The immune system is the body's most sophisticated defense network. It is constantly scanning, evaluating, and attacking anything that doesn't belong, from bacteria and viruses to abnormal cells that could eventually become cancer. When functioning at full capacity, it acts with precision, targeting only harmful intruders and preserving the health of normal tissues. But when weakened through poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, or toxin overload, its ability to perform surveillance declines, and this is where cancer finds an opportunity. An immune-boosting fruit plays a vital role in reversing this weakness by supplying the nutrients and compounds that supercharge immune activity and restore its sharpness. At the core of this process are white blood cells, particularly natural killer cells and T cells. These are the body's soldiers, patrolling every corner of the body, looking for cells that show early signs of becoming cancerous. The bioactive compounds found in an immune-boosting fruit stimulate these cells, increasing their responsiveness and efficiency. Research shows that individuals who regularly consume immune-enhancing fruits have stronger immune profiles, with more active killer cells capable of destroying abnormal cells before they replicate. This effect is not abstract, it's measurable in blood tests and immune activity markers, demonstrating how food can directly influence immune performance. One of the key drivers of this effect is the fruit's high content of vitamins and minerals essential for immune health. Vitamin C, often abundant in such fruits, is known to increase the production and function of white blood cells. But beyond vitamin C, there are compounds like flavonoids and carotenoids that further strengthen immune defense by reducing oxidative stress within these cells. An immune system under oxidative stress becomes sluggish and inefficient, but with the right nutritional support, it regains sharpness and vigor. It's like giving your immune soldiers not only weapons, but also the energy and clarity to use them effectively. Another important factor is the role this fruit plays in supporting the gut, which houses nearly 70% of the immune system. A healthy gut environment directly influences immune resilience. The fiber and natural compounds in the fruit nourish beneficial bacteria, creating a balanced microbiome that communicates constantly with immune cells. When the gut is healthy, the immune system is calm, balanced, and ready to respond to real threats instead of overreacting or missing signals. This connection explains why diets rich in immune-boosting fruits are often linked to lower inflammation and stronger defenses against chronic diseases, including cancer. The fruit's impact also extends to reducing chronic inflammation, which undermines immune surveillance. A chronically inflamed system is distracted, wasting energy on unnecessary battles instead of focusing on identifying abnormal cells. By calming inflammation, the fruit helps the immune system refocus on what truly matters, protecting the body against the silent beginnings of disease. This not only lowers cancer risk, but also enhances resistance against infections, speeds up recovery, and improves overall vitality. What makes this fruit even more remarkable is its accessibility. It doesn't require a prescription, expensive treatments, or complicated preparation. It's something you can eat raw, juice, or blend into daily meals, and every serving acts as reinforcement for your body's natural army. Over time, with consistency, it builds an immune environment so strong that abnormal cells struggle to hide, giving cancer less of a chance to ever take hold. When viewed through this lens, eating an immune-boosting fruit is not simply a dietary choice. It's a strategic investment in your body's defense system. Just as you wouldn't send soldiers into battle without proper training and equipment, you shouldn't expect your immune system to defend you without the right fuel. This fruit provides exactly that energy, nutrients, and compounds that enhance performance at the most fundamental biological level. In cultures where immune-boosting fruits are a dietary staple, there is clear evidence of stronger resilience against both infections and cancers. These populations unknowingly practice what science now confirms, that immune health begins with food, not pharmaceuticals. The immune system, when supported, is capable of astonishing things, catching cancer in its earliest stages, neutralizing threats before they become dangerous, and maintaining balance throughout the body. By choosing to eat this fruit regularly, you are choosing to stand on the side of prevention, empowering your immune system to be the best version of itself. When it comes to nutrition and disease prevention, one of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that supplements can replace whole foods. The idea of swallowing a pill filled with isolated compounds sounds convenient, but the human body was never designed to function on single, separated nutrients. Nature created fruits in a way that every element inside them works together: vitamins, minerals, fiber, water, antioxidants, and phytochemicals all interacting in harmony. This synergy is what makes whole fruits so much more powerful than any supplement bottle. Cancer prevention, in particular, relies on this principle, because the way cancer develops is not influenced by one single pathway, but by multiple factors all interacting at once. To fight such complexity, you need a complex, well-orchestrated defense system, and that's exactly what fruits provide. Take, for example, the antioxidants found in a fruit. A supplement might provide vitamin C alone, but in the whole fruit, vitamin C works alongside bioflavonoids, carotenoids, and polyphenols. Each one targets oxidative stress in a different way. Some neutralize free radicals directly, others enhance the body's own antioxidant enzymes, and others protect the antioxidant vitamins themselves from breaking down too quickly. The end result is a layered defense, something a single compound can never reproduce. It's like comparing a full orchestra to a single instrument. The instrument might sound nice, but it can never capture the richness or strength of the full symphony. Another aspect of synergy is the role of fiber. Fiber doesn't just aid digestion, it slows the release of sugars, supports gut health, and ensures the steady absorption of nutrients. When you take an isolated nutrient in supplement form, it often enters the bloodstream too quickly, creating spikes that the body cannot manage effectively. With fruit, however, the fiber acts as a regulator, ensuring that nutrients are delivered in a controlled, sustainable way that the body can actually use. This controlled release is critical for long-term cellular health and for maintaining the stability that prevents cancer, promoting conditions such as chronic inflammation or insulin resistance. Phytochemicals are another layer to this story. These are the compounds that give fruits their vibrant colors and unique flavors, but their role is far deeper than aesthetics. Many of them have direct anti-cancer effects, slowing tumor growth, reducing angiogenesis, the formation of blood vessels that feed tumors, and even triggering cancer cells to self-destruct through a process called apoptosis. Now, imagine combining hundreds of these phytochemicals, as happens naturally in fruit, compared to taking one in isolation. The effect of the whole is always greater than the sum of its parts. The fruit is a living pharmacy designed by nature, with every ingredient supporting the others in ways science is still discovering. This synergy also extends to how fruits interact with the body's microbiome. When you consume a whole fruit, you're not just feeding yourself, you're feeding trillions of bacteria in your gut. These bacteria break down the fibers and phytochemicals into secondary compounds that often have even stronger health benefits than the original nutrients. Supplements rarely provide this effect because they lack the fiber and structural complexity of whole fruits. A supplement might give you a dose of a single antioxidant, but it won't nurture your microbiome or create the powerful secondary metabolites that come from the full fruit. Another important point is safety. High doses of isolated compounds can sometimes do more harm than good. For example, high-dose antioxidant supplements have been shown in some studies to increase, rather than decrease, cancer risk because they disrupt the body's delicate oxidative balance. Whole fruits, however, provide these compounds in natural, balanced amounts, preventing overload and ensuring that the body's systems remain in harmony. Nature designed fruits not just to nourish but to protect. And part of that protection is their built-in safety net. In practical terms, this means that reaching for an orange, a pomegranate, or a handful of berries does far more for your health than swallowing a capsule. Every bite delivers a package of nutrients designed to work together, supporting your immune system, calming inflammation, repairing DNA, and detoxifying harmful compounds. Over time, this integrated support creates a body that is resilient against cancer and other chronic diseases. It's not about one miracle nutrient. It's about the daily, repeated act of consuming whole fruits that align with how our biology is designed to function. The message here is simple yet profound. Don't look for shortcuts when it comes to health. Supplements can never replace the complexity and intelligence built into whole fruits. Cancer is a complex enemy, and defeating it requires a defense strategy equally complex. Fruits deliver that strategy naturally, offering a synergistic, multi-layered system of protection. By trusting nature's design and choosing whole fruits over isolated compounds, you harness the full power of synergy, a power that no laboratory can replicate. The final key point brings everything together, because knowledge only becomes powerful when it's applied consistently in daily life. Knowing that certain fruits have the ability to fight cancer, boost immunity, reduce inflammation, and detoxify the body is valuable, but the real transformation happens when these foods are woven into your routine in a way that feels natural and sustainable. The goal is not to make drastic, short-term changes, but to create small, consistent habits that compound over time into powerful protection against disease. Lifestyle integration means learning how to make these fruits part of your everyday environment so that the choice to eat them is automatic rather than forced. The first step is accessibility. If cancer-fighting fruits are always available in your home, you are far more likely to reach for them instead of processed snacks. Something as simple as keeping a bowl of fresh fruit on the kitchen counter or packing a piece of fruit in your bag before leaving for work creates an effortless reminder. Habits form when the healthy choice is also the easiest choice. When you set up your environment to favor fruits, you are already halfway to success. Another part of integration is creativity in consumption. Many people get bored if they eat the same food the same way every day, so variety matters. These fruits can be eaten fresh, blended into smoothies, added to salads, or even incorporated into savory dishes for an extra burst of flavor and nutrients. By experimenting with different combinations, you prevent monotony and create a sense of excitement around healthy eating. The more enjoyable the process, the more likely it is to last. Over time, these fruits stop being seen as medicine and instead become a normal, enjoyable part of your meals. Timing also plays a role. For example, consuming antioxidant-rich fruits in the morning provides your cells with early protection against the oxidative stress you will encounter throughout the day. Eating detoxifying fruits after a heavy or processed meal helps support digestion and toxin clearance. Including immune-boosting fruits in the evening can aid recovery and strengthen the body's repair processes while you sleep. Thinking about timing transforms fruit from a random snack into a deliberate tool for cellular protection, making each serving purposeful. Lifestyle integration also means balance. Fruits work best when they are part of a broader pattern of healthy living. They complement, not replace, other important practices like regular physical activity, quality sleep, stress management, and avoidance of processed foods and toxins. Exercise improves circulation, which helps nutrients from fruits reach every cell more efficiently. Adequate sleep allows the body to repair itself, and the antioxidants from fruits enhance that repair. Managing stress keeps inflammation under control, while the anti-inflammatory compounds in fruit add another layer of protection. Everything works together, and fruit becomes a central piece in a larger puzzle of wellness. Another powerful strategy is building rituals around these fruits. For example, starting your morning with a glass of water and a fruit-based breakfast can become a grounding ritual that sets the tone for the day. Sharing fruits with family members at dinner can create not only a nutritional benefit but also a cultural and emotional one, strengthening bonds while instilling healthy habits across generations. These rituals create consistency and meaning, ensuring that the practice doesn't fade with time. Importantly, lifestyle integration is not about perfection. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Even small, consistent steps like replacing one unhealthy snack a day with one of these cancer-fighting fruits create measurable improvements in your body over weeks and months. The human body is remarkably adaptive, and it responds quickly to better choices. Every serving of fruit is an investment, and the returns accumulate silently in the form of stronger immunity, lower inflammation, and healthier cells. Cultures with lower cancer rates demonstrate that prevention isn't the result of extreme interventions, but of everyday patterns sustained over decades. They don't treat healthy food as a temporary solution, but as an ordinary part of life. That's the essence of lifestyle integration, making health so ingrained in your routine that you hardly have to think about it. By doing this, you shift from being reactive, waiting for illness to strike, to being proactive, building resilience every single day. So the message is clear: don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect plan. Start small, be consistent, and let these fruits become part of your life in ways that feel natural and enjoyable. In doing so, you are not only fueling your body, you are actively shaping your future, lowering your risk of cancer, and empowering yourself with daily choices that build lasting health. This is how knowledge turns into transformation, and how simple fruits become one of the most powerful tools for lifelong wellness.